Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Where the Wild Things Are. Ooh, rawr. John say rawr. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Oh, he looks pretty mischief, doesn't he, John? And another. Silly dog. His mother called him Wild Things, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Sounds like someone who's sitting by me. John. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Wow. Oops. Yep. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. He's the captain, right? Yeah. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Oh, there's one wild thing. Do you see him? Do you see him, John?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Where? Point to him.
Yeah.
Point. You can touch it.
Right.
Right there. There he is. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Say terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Oh, no. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Oh, say, "Be still."
Be still.
Yeah, just like that. And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, look at them dancing. Oh, what are they doing now?
Climbing on trees.
Climbing on trees.
And that one's half a bull
I
with
know.
feet.
Yeah, they're all really interesting, aren't they? That's kind of silly. Oh, aw, now he's on their back. He sure does look like a king. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. Looks pretty lonely, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. It's a long journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
The year is kind of like a old
Yeah.
school year.
And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. But it smells nice and good. And it was still hot. The end.